before it shows. And this is another thing, like
I mean,
every,
Charlie talked about Tara when Tara and I stopped being friends, but when I allowed Tara back around, it was gravy.
mhm.
That's what I'm saying. What is the what's the difference here?
There, well, I will say there is a big difference. And the big difference in this situation is Danielle has not done nowhere near as much. Um, but also, everybody that says, hey, I support Miss, I want what's best for Melissa, all the things. But also, then I get saying, I don't want to be around this person or that person, but at the end of the day, by you doing that and staying away, you're only hurting Melissa. You're not hurting the person you don't want to be around. You're just hurting Miss because you're staying away for what? Because you don't want to be around somebody. Okay? So, at what point, uh, you do realize that you're staying away,
Okay,
that's how.
so KJ did say that to me earlier, and I get it. I absolutely 100% get it. But that's why I went live today, and I wanted the chat to tell me how they were feeling, right? Not a fake account, zeros across the board. I'm talking about the chat, my people that are here every day, the people that I know.
Right.
And nobody has said anything. It's been fake accounts. I am very easy to talk to. I really am. And I can understand, like, I completely get what you said earlier. I did. I completely understand it. But I'm not asking anybody to just trust somebody with their whole heart or just completely let them back in. The whole purpose of anybody coming around was to get to the bottom of what actually happened because we were all lied to, and then it turned into this. Like, I wanted to get to the bottom of it just like the next person because I was lied to. And instead of just letting that happen and then letting it just phase out, fall, whatever the situation is, whatever was going to happen, everybody got mad at me because I was allowing Danielle to come in and speak on her parts that she was a part of, or T and Amelia to come in and speak on the parts that they were a part of. And everybody's mad at me because I did that.
She is saying even if she was in that person's shoes, she would not move that way. And I think a lot of us feel the same. So say for example, like me and Melissa are tight and for some reason her and Mill are not cool. I'm gonna keep that shit separate and they can do whatever they want to do. And I'm not gonna make either of them, feel like I'm picking one side or the other. And Melissa hasn't done that either. The only time she said anything was when Charlie was making jabs and she saw it with her own two eyes and said how she felt. Like, you can't, that would be like fucking Mill sitting and poking at Melissa and me just being like, oh, okay, you can do it. That's fine. Melissa's gonna say something and be like, yo, you can't talk shit to each other in my chat. I don't want there to be issues. I like both of you guys. I don't want beef.
And I expressed that earlier. Like, I don't know. I already know. I talked to her earlier. She told me. And I said it in that call.
Oh, so my question
She
is,
has her own feelings, and that was why I wanted to see what other people felt, right? And Andy did come in and speak her feelings, but it was a bit different. And really, I'm trying to think of who else came up. Kelly came up for a bit, spoke her feelings, and it was different. So I think that because KJ has personal, right? It was personal stuff with all the people, like she's rightfully so to her feelings. I will never take away from that. I won't.
so
Like,
Alice,
and I can't say that I don't. I do. I understand what she's saying and all of that. And that was why I went live. I wanted to see how other people were feeling, but not many people, is what I'll say, came in and has expressed things to me. People that I did see in the chats and speaking about Chels that are always in here. I haven't seen any of them.
no, instead they ran with what, and it sucks because, like I said, Heather being one of them people, I actually liked her, but ran with what somebody said, and based off what somebody else said, instead of getting all the situation situated, and decided to say what she said.
No, she didn't, Melissa. She didn't say that, but she did express her feelings. She did.
I do want to say, like, if at any point in time Melissa was to say, like, okay, well, I don't want you to come in no more, or whatever the case, I would absolutely respect that. I don't. I don't want there to be these problems. None of us do.
And that's what I'm saying. All like Amelia T and they've all said that. They've all said that. And it makes me feel bad.
You shouldn't feel bad. It's not your fault. It's not your fault at all.
I agree. I mean, she did it when the other messages came out. She sat in the fucking box and took everything me and Melissa said. We talked shit. Um, said what we wanted to say to her in the box. Like,
But no, like I'll
nobody,
say Jen here. I'll say Jen is trying a little bit. I will say that. But Charlie and Allison, not at all. I seen Charlie come in here, and she still hasn't fucking said anything. Still, I watched
nobody,
her come through the door, and still has. I watched Pam come through the door, and has not said anything. Not tried to get a box to talk. Nothing. But I'm supposed to just you know shoo everybody else away because they're feeling how they feel, but not respecting or even attempting to handle anything. Correct, she did.
I remember because that's something I brought up. If she knew the messages were fake, why did she have you doing a fucking guessing game? That was one of the things I asked Melissa.
you did. You also asked me, well, if Allison knew that they were already fake and she was calling to tell you they were already fake, why was she having a guessing game going
And I
on?
also stand on, in that call, she didn't tell you guys that Lala was going to make fake messages until after she got pissed off at Lala. In the beginning, she said what that Lala said, that she lied about the messages, right? Is what she said in the beginning of the call.
Yeah. And
And
Allison
then
already threw me away once over Danielle. She has no problem throwing me away.
She assumed I blocked her, and I didn't. Joey blocked her, actually. You remember that?
I
I'm sure you
do.
do.
I do.
And she went to Tara's box and was talking shit on you.
And also, again, Charlie knew about the situation that happened because she was as a matter of fact, she was in the comments when it went on with Tara and Melissa. Um, not too long ago. Like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, Miss?
Well, I don't
When that
even,
happened?
what are you talking about?
The live between you and the situation with you and Tara.
I don't
Was it two
remember.
weeks ago?
So it's okay to try
Okay.
to manipulate. I don't know what's okay. I really don't. I don't know. I want to finish because I do. I did. Listen, I said that I wished that Allison would have showed me those messages way before she did. And I'm saying that I stand on that I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because she did say it at this point, and this point. But I'm not sitting here with open arms, like just, oh, come, 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 come. I've literally allowed her to speak on the parts that she's been a part of. If the situation hadn't been blown into what it's been blown into, I don't believe that we would be where we're at. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't. So Alice is. Just say who the fuck you are. 'Cause now you're giving me Allison vibes, right? There's not many people that would be saying the things that you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So just say who you are and come in and fucking speak. I don't get the fake account. Nobody's blocked. If you would like me to kick Danielle out, I'll kick her out. Like, come the fuck on.
And I've explained it to Melissa, and all I can do is do differently, like I said, than I have. I understand what is a boundary for her now. I understand what is going to upset her, and I'm going to make sure that I don't do those things. I don't need gifted. Do not gift me. Do not send me shit. And I'm not saying this to be rude or mean or nothing like that, but I don't want people thinking that is why I am around. I genuinely cared about Melissa and Chelsea, regardless of what people think.
And I did. I've said it over and over. Like, I cared about you too. Like, the whole situation that happened in November, that shit really did hurt me.
And I felt terrible for it, and I still do.
And after I sat on it for a little bit, I was like, I don't really know how I want to feel about it. And then this, I feel like somebody took advantage of my already vulnerable moment. That is what I feel like happened. And then come to find out all of it was a lie. And I feel awful for what the fuck I did. Like, you can dislike Danielle for whatever reasons that you dislike Danielle for, but that doesn't mean that I have to. I know that I did wrong. I don't understand how anybody can't see that. I took something that somebody said to me that was a lie. I ran on it and I dogged her the fuck out. I was wrong for that. Was she wrong for the parts that she did before that? She was. She was. Just like I say that the whole Charlie and Danielle thing, like, Charlie was wrong for getting in the live. Danielle was wrong for the fucking messages. you know, it happened the way that it happened, but I can say that Charlie is the one that is going live every day, and Danielle's not doing that. Same as I was. Danielle wasn't really responding to me much. That it is. Oh my God, how are you going to tell me? How the fuck are you going to tell me?
And listen, I know Melissa was mad and she had said, like, either way, we would not be friends. But
because I had just found out about the November situation, and then I was to the understanding that it happened again. So yes, that is how I felt in that moment. Yes, that's what I said.
Correct.
I was just about to say that. I feel like you were upset, and that's how you felt in the moment. And
it did come from a reliable place. It did. Somebody told me that they seen it. I was lied to. Like, I don't understand how anybody can't see that. Now I'm like, okay, well, she didn't do this. I had already forgiven her for whatever else you're fucking talking about. I forgave her for all of that. So then I find out that everything else that I was told was not true. I still am like, about some of the messages and how she may feel about me and the intent. I'm kind of like, I don't know. But I'm being honest about it. So fake account. Please tell me why we fell out.
I can get down if Allison was to come up here. I have no problem doing that.
I've already tried to send an invite. I've already tried. No, I want you to tell me why we fell out.
Me and Allison were friends like 6 different times, and all the reasons.
No, that's not. No, they're telling me that the reason that we fell out wasn't just because of the fake messages. So I want them to tell me why you and I fell out. That's what I want, because they seem to know it all. And who are you to ask me how many times I'm going to touch a stove? I've only been burnt once. The second time was a lie. So.
Listen, I definitely learned from November. I felt like shit. I hurt both you and Chelsea, and I still feel bad for it. And I definitely don't want to hurt you guys again. Like, I don't want to be a shitty person. It's not a fun thing to do.
I literally feel like this is somebody trying to control me on what I do in my life. You may, KJ. Please do. Not our money.
I wasn't in ranks every night. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Chelsea knew every time that I got into the ranks, and I want to say it was a handful of times. Any other time I got like little amounts, like 20, 15 here and there, 10. My son did get a lot for Christmas. I was sent cash apps for groceries 2 months in a row.
It wasn't twice, Kayla. The second time was a lie. I guess that's what people are not understanding.
Christmas was made up. It was bullshit.
The second time did not even exist. It was a lie. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
This very situation happened at Christmas. this fairy thing was said around the time of the messages thing. And Melissa got so upset about it because of the messages thing.
I had already been told about the messages. And then
Right.
Sperry came to me and was like, she did say that she felt like you were upset with her. That was what was said. She wasn't talking shit. It wasn't anything crazy. And even, I mean, I did speak to her today, and I'm sure she would get up here and say the same exact thing. You know, wasn't talking shit. She did speak her feelings. I told her that it was not what she was saying, and moved along. I didn't, KJ, if you said something, I didn't see it come through. Let me go back and look. She said something about asking something. She's like, I don't know if it came through. You can message me. I'm not making anybody feel like anything. How the fuck am I doing that? Oh my goodness.
So I want to say, first of all, like, I haven't even been live except for when I went live and I cleaned and listened to music. I didn't say not a damn thing then. I fucking went live with Miranda that night. We were talking about the Charlie situation. I didn't say nothing about my bills then. Like, I haven't said shit about money at all. Can I have a little bit of a chance, please?
That was November, Kayla. Whenever we reference November, that's that situation. It's only been one situation.
Dude, stop talking shit on a fake account. That shit is so frustrating.
No, because it's one. I'm sure it's one of them. So I want them to fucking speak.
So, come get the fuck in the box. This is coward shit, man. I'm sorry, but it is.
No, because I feel like a lot of my chat are feeling some type of way, and I don't know how to fucking remedy the situation. I don't. I did. You damn right I did. So I absolutely did. I sat in my live and said, I said all that, not Chels. That was me saying it. I fucking did. And thank you for the roses. No, but you're giving me the reasons that we fell out. That wasn't the reasons that we fell out. The reasons that we fell out is because I was lied to and was told that she was talking shit again. Then I spoke on some of the actions that I seen that I disliked, which is what you are referencing. You don't know what has been said, but I will say that since she's seen other people doing different things, thank you, Nancy, that she understands why I felt the way I felt.
Right.
Because now it's being seen by other people doing it. Sometimes it does seeing it happen by someone else to see how your actions were.
And I said that.
Listen, and I feel like Melissa felt the way she did because of the messages. She was so upset. We didn't get to have a conversation for us to discuss what we have already discussed. how things, you know, different things. I was wrong for putting my wish list in Ink Plumber's fucking comment section. I was wrong for that. It made me look like I was being greedy as fuck. Okay? I was wrong for that. I did not make multiple wish lists. She was under the impression that there was multiple wish lists. There's a multitude of things that we've discussed. Why can't you just be like, okay, Melissa's a grown ass woman. She's decided to do this for her.
It's the clueless people for me.
What? What? Who was begging for an air conditioner? Who was you? Because I didn't. Bitch, I have an air conditioner. I don't need a fucking
About me because my air conditioner broke. There's a
Bitch, I literally one. So fucking dumb. This shit is crazy.
I don't need one, bitch. My air works fine. It gets hot as fuck upstairs sometimes, but I don't need another air conditioner. Now, the girls did tell me to get one, I think, when we were talking about it. Maybe. Was we, Chels? Was we talking about a fucking air conditioner?
I don't week on no fucking air conditioner, Daniel.
I damn sure didn't get on live like, I need an air conditioner. It's so hot. Ugh. No, bitch. I did not. If we were talking about it in passing, maybe. I have a good air conditioner. I have fucking central AC.
Again, honey, I know it's one of them, so I want them to speak their feelings. I do. Listen, I do. Because I know that it's one of them.
But they're not going to get nowhere if they don't want to talk like a grown up, you know? And that first step would be coming in on your real account.
I don't disagree. Listen, mine broke.
I want to say maybe Nora's Nana, I think, told me that like the breathing association gives them away. And she was like, you should call him. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should. I think maybe it was a conversation in passing, but I didn't sit and cry like I need an AC. What the fuck? Oh my gosh.
Here we are. I messaged you, girl, and told you I was going to watch the whole live and not delete one clip. And you're on here saying that I didn't. I knew Melissa had to go to work, and I knew you were the primary culprit in this bullshit, so I messaged you, not Melissa, because I do care about her. But I do feel like you think it's cute to just fucking lie. She did. She shits her. She shits her.
Sick.
I believe it, Chris.
You bitches are sick.
Shit started this shit with I believe in friend groups. Darth Vader did. Continue to call it. She stirred all this shit up. I believe it too. She could have called me after this, talking about I just jumped in your live. No, I didn't. No, you didn't. I was live editing videos. I seen you come in. I said, Charlie, what you doing, girl? What the hell is going on? Come in my live like you always do. I stand on. You don't stand on.
But lying, like.
You don't stand on. You don't stand at all for what? I don't disagree with that. That bitch caused more bullshit for Melissa that Melissa didn't need. Get help because
That's rich coming from you. God. Okay.
Probably just called fucking Chelsea a liar. And Chelsea hasn't even said anything because we weren't listening to the live yet, right? This was before we started listening to the live, right?
No, y'all. No, this was at. No, I think you turned it down.
Oh, did I? Wait, oh, I missed the body shaming part. Damn it.
Did I hear her just say that I called shit for Melissa? Bitch, I know you fucking lying.
No, we know you dragged her about it.
I know, bitch. I keep a lot of peace for a lot of reasons.
Around for money and numbers. Remember, Chelsea?
Bitch, I can tell you what. If she won't about keeping peace, she'd have fucking ate your ass up from the beginning.
I know that's
Tell
right.
you what, bitch. I would have had you on your neck. You thought your anxiety was bad with everybody else? Bitch, I was ready. When I tell you I was ready, I would have tore that bitch a new ass.
Boy, her and Joey had bitch fests. That was what was going on.
Oh shit! Damn it! I missed it.
They did.
What? What you said?
We have a bitch fest about Tara.
Yes,
Oh.
her. Joey would call her up and be like, Melissa, blah, 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 blah. Chelsea be like, I know, blah, 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 blah. That's what they was doing. They was so mad at me.
Listen, I could have killed her, you guys. Listen, when I tell you I could have killed this bitch. I'm telling you.
But she didn't say that to me.
No.
She didn't.
Joey.
She let me make my own choices. And because they had the same feelings, they spoke about their feelings. And I will say that Joey did tell me some of how she was feeling. But nonetheless.
He said, I said plenty too.
You guys remember hearing her say that too? Many times.
So I think everybody comes from a little bit of everywhere, but a big majority, do come from Melissa.
And that's exactly why you was quick to jump in that box and apologize then. But Tara, do you remember trying to get her to talk to me way before that? And there was a few other people. She didn't want to do